Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway in Southern California. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And he's got some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And some space here. Past the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation, we were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over-pursuing, and making a very nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown. Marvin Jones. 74 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Under a minute to go. Clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
7-7, our score after 1. On 1st down, it's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Herbert back to the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they're able to gain that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. He's got room at the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 35 yards the game there. Another 1st down as well.
But so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. up 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and goal from the 1. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from it. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Herbert scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Herbert on 1st down now. Out left, he's got it to Everett. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. Lawrence going to throw again. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. Wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on third down now. And he'll just get rid of it. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
To try again after the sack, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And unable to connect, incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel fall, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here comes Carter. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2. Exit 3rd down and 10.
Now right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket, trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter or when the pocket breaks down. But number two, you've got to make smart decisions with the football. And
a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Touchdown, Chargers!
Austin Eckler.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Chargers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. I suppose it wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything with chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrating.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Crossing route, and he hits his man. It's Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
Now the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves,